Hey, hello, welcome, Kitty.
Thank you. Welcome to Katie in the Kitchen, an interview series where I interview people embodying their authentic self as we cook together. I'll take you along each guest's journey of how they embody their authentic self and how their journey and story can inspire you to connect and express your true authentic self. Gracias.
Cheers.
Salud.
Welcome to Barda. It's an amazing wine.
I am partial because this is my family's wine. I'm your host, Katie Ruffino, aka Sunnyside Katie, and today I'm with
Chef Javier Bardawil, the owner of Barda and Puma, and I'm very happy and very excited about having you here.
Thank you so much. I met Chef Javier about a week or two ago at Puma, and we had an amazing conversation about his restaurant, and I felt really deeply connected to his story and wanted to share what he does, who he is, and how Barda and Puma came to be.
Thank you.
So what are we going to make today?
So this is a Porterhouse. We are hanging this Porterhouse to get it tempered. It's a very thick piece of meat. That's going to give us the ideal internal temperature when we are starting to cook this piece.
Great.
We're going to season this over the grill. Just salt of pepper. But around 10 minutes.
Okay.
I've been cooking for 30 years now. I didn't cook my entire life. I started going to school and then the college, and it was something in my family that dragged me to do something that I didn't want to do. That path that I started in my life just drove me to this moment because I was true to myself. And I really got that message through a painful story that happens to me when I was a kid.
When you were a child, did you always know you wanted to be a chef? Was that calling inside of you?
No. I really like to cook. I was finding myself in a very nice and good position giving. I always like to set up the ambience and cook for friends. And I'm a giver. I like to give what I have inside. And what I have inside, what I have to say, I'm saying it through cooking. Some people are writing or singing or playing an instrument. I'm cooking. Cooking with fire allows me to bring some emotions to the table. The way we char with the open flame, that's why I think fire is my call.
So what types of emotions are you looking to bring out in your customers?
Well, from the very beginning, since you go through that door, you're gonna find a very specific ambience, a very specific vibe that we are trying to recreate every time that we open the doors. The entire staff is performing every time that we open the restaurant. It's very important for the entire experience. We have the red neon, house music in a completely blue tile restaurant. That's something that is clashing with the primal fire that we are bringing into this kitchen. So you're gonna find a very sophisticated and modern dining room while the food is primal and ancestral and is coming with very old techniques from Patagonia. About the modern and the ancient is what I like, and I think that's what allows us to bring that kind of emotions, strong emotions to the table.
So you're combining the old and the new to create this like hybrid, harmonious experience.
It's far from being in harmony. It's a clash, it's a collision. I like to provoke, and I like to see myself as an entertainer when every time that I'm opening a restaurant, I'm thinking about that as an entertaining place, not just a place to eat, to express myself. Yeah. And I found out at a very early age in my life, but I didn't know that it was possible to live about cooking. Like, it was impossible for me to think that this was a job. Yeah. The mandate in my family was different. So I never paid attention to that until this call came to me, this thing that shocked my life really made me pay attention of what I was doing.
You were just being a kid. You love to give, you love to entertain people and create that ambiance for them to experience. And you didn't know that this was possible to turn into a career.
Exactly. I was just going to college and doing what most of the people are doing when they are out of school.
When you went to school, what did you think was a career? What did you think was going to sustain you financially?
Well, I was studying in a university of commercial marine, thinking about the company who are bringing all the shipments. The shipments. I was going to school to become a director of that kind of companies. In Spanish is Industria Naviera. Yeah.
So then-
and I was feeling miserable.
So you did that.
Yes.
So you went through school, you became that
The administrator.
administrator. What was the moment that you realized it wasn't what you wanted to do anymore?
When I had this accident riding a motorcycle, I was 23. I was going to somewhere else with a friend, and I had this accident that cost me a year of not being able to walk, very long recovering, and I lost my friend in that accident. And all those things put me in bed for a very long time for me to think about what I was doing and how fragile was life. You think at 23, you think that you're gonna live forever. You don't think about death. And for me, it was shocking, thinking that the life is about to end in any corner. You don't know when. So I thought, okay, Javi, you need to do what you like the most, because there is only one life, and you don't know for how long.
Right.
So I commit to myself to do that, to find in my inner core what really was giving me happiness, to pursue that.
Right.
So I did. When I finally was able to walk, I enrolled myself in a culinary school, and I started my journey. And it was very hard because I didn't know anything about cooking.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a really nice journey, and I think this journey is not going to end until who knows.
Right.
Yeah, I'm keep learning myself.
Yeah.
I like to be an sponge.
A sponge.
A sponge, yeah. I
Like
like to. I
a
like
sponge to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like to learn as much as possible from men, everywhere, anywhere.
What was your biggest challenge switching out of that business role into the culinary arts? Did you have a lot of, resistance?
No, you don't find resistance when you're doing what you want, and since the only resistance is your own brain. In my point of view, of course, I found myself cooking on weekends while my friends were enjoying their lives in a different way.
Yeah.
Of course, it was tough for me. A lot of working hours. Sometimes I was working for free in places that I really want to be.
Yeah.
So it was hard in that sense. But I remember I really treasured those days, because it was my very beginning. I was so innocent, so eager to learn. So I did whatever
Whatever it took.
it took be in this moment right now.
Yeah.
All the decisions that I took leads me to this moment, and I'm
Yeah.
very happy about that.
Yeah. When you were in that point in the early beginning of your career in the culinary arts, when it was hard, when you weren't making much money, when you had to sacrifice your time, when you would see your friends maybe in different places in their life or starting families or whatever that is, what kept you going to know that you could be successful one day?
Well, I didn't thought about being about succeed in those terms. I was doing what my inner self was telling me to do. That's something that I'm teaching to my kids already, is they need to find what they like in order to find a way to monetize that passion.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, you're not gonna work one single day in your life, and that's what happens to me.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that I'm working. Of course, it's hard sometimes, but
Sure.
it's my life.
Yeah.
I'm not working as a chef. I'm a chef. This is my life.
Yeah.
I'm not coming here to work.
Yeah.
I'm coming here every day to do my thing,
Right.
and it's different that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, you're coming from a different perspective. It's not so much about this is hard, I have to do this, but it's
No.
more of I get to do this.
That was a part of my journey, and I took it like exactly that. It was
Yeah.
part of the effort that needs to be done in order for me to learn. And I'm always eager to learn. So I did it with passion and with my entire willing to go over it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're really embodying your authentic self.
Yes.
and-
I have the lucky of having this moment in my life who really shocked me, and it was like a wake-up call for me.
Yeah.
And it was at a very young age, and that was a good thing after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you feel like you weren't your authentic self before that?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to know about a different path in my life without that accident. I don't know.
Right. Do you feel like you needed that accident to shake you up? Do you feel like if you didn't have that accident, if you had just continued your life without that?
I don't know.
You
That's
don't
the
know
magic of this life. You don't know
Yeah.
anything until you take the decision, and you take the decision to go in a different path, and that changed everything. And that's the beauty of taking decisions and sticking to it.
Yeah.
Like,
One step at a time.
yep.
And it sounds like you have a really strong connection with your internal compass.
Yes, all the time.
Yeah.
Even when I'm getting lost inside me, I know that I'm lost, and I know that I need to go back to my truly essence, because sometimes it happens.
Yeah. How do you know when you're in tune with that versus when you kind of lose your way with it, or you lose your
Because I'm not
connection?
happy. Yeah, I'm losing the joy of what I'm doing, and that's the moment that I discover every now and then that I'm not happy doing some kind of stuff, because it's not truly what I have to do or
Yeah.
what I have to say.
Right.
When that happens, I'm trying to pivot into not my comfort zone, because it's not never comfort being a chef,
Yeah.
but the place where I feel comfortable being.
Like the place where you feel like you're completely yourself.
Yes.
And it makes you feel lighter.
I'm trying not to lie myself.
Not
I'm-
lie to yourself?
Yes,
Yeah.
but sometimes it happens. Your brain is
Yeah.
lying to you
Yeah.
just to get the job done in an easier way.
Yeah.
Or
Keep you safe.
yes.
Yeah.
And so you need to fight with your brain all the time.
Yeah.
That's my input on that. You need to because your brain's gonna try to put you in a very easy and comfortable position. The brain gonna try to convince you all the time to spend the less energy possible for functioning.
To preserve.
Yeah, but that's the function of the
Mentality.
brain. The brain is let's keep this in pilot as much as possible.
Right.
So you need to fight your thoughts, your inner thought, and say, hey, no,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Right.
And you need to do it. You have 5 minutes to take a decision. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Because if you think you're gonna do it and you just think about it, nothing's gonna happen.
Right. Yeah. You have to take action.
Yeah.
So
and
that's
that's the difficult part of. Yeah, and I think it's at the very beginning of some idea or something that you need to do is take action. That's the most difficult thing, because your brain's gonna tell you, hey, take it easy, man.
It's going to give you all the reasons why something won't work out, or why you're not good enough, or why it's going to take you much longer.
Yep, procrastination, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that I've learned as a business owner too, is just if you have an idea, you have to act on it quickly. Otherwise, your brain will convince you otherwise. If you've enjoyed what you've listened to so far and you're looking to deepen your connection with your true authentic self, click the link below to learn more about my guided detox program. We go through detoxing the physical body, mind, and spirit, all led by me, a trained physician assistant in functional and regenerative medicine turned health and life coach. My passion is to help people connect deeper to this true self so that they may live the best life possible. Now don't stop this video. You don't want to miss what the guest has to say about their advice they would give to somebody looking to deepen their connection with their authentic self.
I don't think it's a mistake every time that something is not working. I think it's a lesson for me. So I really treasure the failure. Nobody's learning from success. Nobody's questioning themselves when you succeed in something. You don't say, why I'm succeeding? You just embracing the success. But when you're failing is when you learn. I think it's a mistake the second time. The second time you made the same mistake, that's a mistake. But the first time for me is a lesson, and I really treasure those things, because those are things that are leading me where to go.
It's like what Einstein said. I think, was it Albert Einstein with
I
the
don't
light
know.
bulb, or Thomas Edison? Someone was like, every time you figure out something that doesn't work, you're one step closer to the right answer. Or what was it? I'll
But
write
the
quote
principle
down,
is
but
that one. You learn
You're learning that these
instead
are the
of
ways it
getting
doesn't
frustrated
work.
in this process. Instead of that, you really treasure that mistake, because it's gonna lead you to another path that maybe
Right,
you're gonna succeed.
closer.
Yeah. So this is the grill. We cook almost all the proteins here to char and cook. Here we have the oven. This is an Italian oven. We use this not for pizza, but for vegetables. This oven reached 1,000 degrees, so it's easy for us to keep all the nutrition inside the vegetables while we are charring and giving some extra flavor to the vegetables. This is a regular plancha, but it's fueled with, of course, wood, and it reaches very high temperature too. We are using this for cooking and saute things. This is a perfect shelf to to put a big piece of meat and let it rest. Failures are constant in my life because I'm doing a lot. I'm not afraid to embrace new adventures.
Yeah.
That's what I think most of the chefs are always doing, is moving and being proactive all the time. I'm failing all the time because I'm doing a lot of things all the time. I'm not getting frustrated for those mistakes and just learning and moving forward.
So it sounds like you're not afraid of being uncomfortable and getting out of your comfort zone, pushing forward, making mistakes, taking action because of your mindset.
Yes.
And so some people will be okay with just staying in that comfort zone, and a lot of people will live their life that way. And they won't want change. They're afraid of change, or they're afraid of being uncomfortable or failing. And then that prevents them actually from living up to their potential.
Yes.
Do you feel like there was ever a point in your life where you were just kind of coasting? Or have you always been this way?
No, I remember myself being like this from the very beginning. I had a really nice childhood with a really nice family who were always there for me. And I think people who are afraid of changing or not being bold in some aspects of their lives is because they need to revisit something during the childhood that didn't give the nice confidence to pursue their dreams. That's something that you need to revisit in your life and say, why am that shy?
Like, why am I holding back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because something there that is dragging you back, and you need to get over it.
Yeah, boom, move forward. Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to keep you in that cycle.
Yeah. But it's not easy.
Right.
It's not easy for anyone.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of confidence, a lot of courage.
Yeah.
And the world can be a scary place, especially if you didn't have a safe childhood, or if you didn't grow up feeling supported or encouraged to be yourself.
Yeah.
And I find that, with people that I meet or clients that I work with or patients, I do notice that the people who are stuck reveal to me that they didn't feel comfortable expressing themselves because they didn't think that they were allowed to, or they didn't feel seen, they didn't feel heard, or they felt suppressed. Or if they started to be themselves and that was different, they got bullied, or they were ridiculed or told to be quiet or to not do that because it's not right or weird or whatever. And so through the process of feeling suppressed and rejected by society, it made them go inward and suppress their authentic nature, making it even harder for them to be themselves or to go after their dreams or be a chef if they want to, or be a singer, or be a firefighter, whatever that is. So how do you stay in your authentic self in a world where everybody's trying to conform?
I'm questioning myself all the time. Every day I'm thinking about my day. I have this reflection. And it's not something that I learn from someone or I read in a book. It's my instinct. I'm doing that since I remember. I'm trying to see what I did good, what I did wrong, what should I be done in a different way. And I think through that, I'm getting to myself.
Yeah.
And of course, it's very important not to lie to yourself because it's so easy sometimes when you don't want to really go over a thing that is really annoying you and you don't want to work on it because your brain is going to tell you, hey, easy, Tony. But you need to do it. It works for me, at least. I need to really take care of that thing that is bringing me some noise, that is not truly who I am, and work on it.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm doing this. Sometimes I don't have the energy to do it because because that's probably what is putting me in that position because I'm low in energy. Some situation is taking more energy than usual. So, but I know that it's there. The most important thing is acknowledge something. Then you can go over it when you have the energy.
Yeah.
But just thinking that, okay, this is what is happening to me. This is what I don't like. I need to work on this.
Yeah.
Even if you're not doing it because you don't have the energy or you can or whatever, you need to acknowledge that there is something that you need to work on.
Right.
If you don't see it or if you're trying to not to pay attention, that's when the problem is bigger and
starts affecting not just you, but then the people around you.
Yes, and your health and your relationship with your kids, with everyone. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen people that you know or in your own personal experience that if you don't listen and acknowledge those problems, like how does that affect your physical health? Like in what ways do you think that would affect the physical health?
You start having panic attacks or anxiety. I saw that so many times, and people are just masquerading this with pills, or because you don't want to deal with it. So it's a never-ending thing. It's a process that you never heal because you're not paying attention, or you're choosing not paying attention. That's why people are afraid to die. They are not living. So, and once you're afraid to die, you're afraid to everything.
Do you feel like you're afraid to die?
No. I'm afraid not to do what I want, my inner call, before dying. I want to be alive when the death comes to me. That's my approach.
So are you someone who takes more risks then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the riskiest thing that you've done?
I came into Detroit with my entire family and 7 suitcases.
Wow.
I had a life. I came here in my 50s. I was 49 when I got here with my 2 kids and my wife. I came here with nothing. All my life in Buenos Aires, I wrapped it up in a year. Wow. And I came here, I sold my company, and it was amazing. It was a one-of-the-kind experience for me, for my kids, for my entire family. We really pushed it that time, and we're fine. Of course, it's a strong experience. It's very difficult, but if you know what you want and you're convinced that you are in the right path, nothing can stop you. Even the problems that you have, because you're moving a lot of energy and a lot of things can go wrong. But at the end of the day, it's all about breathing and being alive and being in touch with the things that really moves you and the things that you want to do, you want to achieve. Stay strong and be nice with the rest of the world, and that's it.
Yeah.
To finish the steak, I'm going to use a flambe doux. This is like a funnel that we're going to use to render some tallow, beef tallow, to give some another layer of flavor to the steak. It's going to be amazing. I don't think no one in Michigan is using this artifact. It's very ancient.
So with your restaurant, with the experience that you're trying to give to your customers, for anybody who comes in, whether it's to Barda or Puma, like how are you wanting yourself to be expressed through the entertainment that you provide, the food that you cook?
I like to create strong experiences. So you're gonna find that but the very second that you're going into my restaurants, let's talk about Barda, for example. Barda is a black box in the middle of nowhere with no sign in the exterior, or it's a barely sign. But there is no much of what you're gonna expect about Barda until you open the door and boom, it's like the first experience is very strong because the music is present and the beats are very precise about the timing in your coming into the restaurant. If it's empty or if it's in the prime time at 7 or 8, it's a different vibe during the time of your dinner here. And those experiences are very well curated. There is a purpose on all these things that we are bring the service, the lighting, the kitchen itself. We are dimmer in the lights, so the message is very dramatic and it's very powerful. And you can see the fire from every corner of the restaurant. What I'm trying to express is that thing that I have inside, that powerful message that I want to give to my patrons is let's live our lives with having a strong experience all the time, as much as possible, at least.
So it sounds like it reflects your personal opinion about living your life.
Yes, it's not safe to come here.
Yeah.
To come to Barda, it's not a safe place when you're gonna come here. You know that you're gonna find your pizza or your pasta bowl or your Caesar salad the way you used to eat it. No, everything is different here. Everything is charred to the limit, almost burned, and the menu is different from other restaurants. Coming here is an adventure in somehow. This is not a steakhouse, but you can find an amazing steakhouse dinner if you want. You have your potatoes, you have your Caesar, you have your steak, but somehow it's different. When you char, those little burn spots that your tongue is gonna find, that will trigger a sign in your brain. The brain is gonna think that your tongue is burning because there is a charred spot that you're tasting. So it's gonna release more saliva to suffocate the fire that you have, the burn that you have in your tongue. And more saliva is more flavor.
So it sounds like you put an edge on everything.
Yes.
It's like you're living a little bit on the wild side. And so people come in, they won't expect to have a safe meal where they can expect what's going to happen or how they're going to experience the food.
Yeah, I like to think that the customers, my guests, They are kind of bold. They time that they decide to come here, or they like the adventure. Those are my type of guests, the adventure ones.
Yeah. Have you had any fun adventures in this restaurant that, memories that come to mind?
Yes, but I can say here because because those adventures were like way off what is happening in a restaurant.
Ah, okay. So,
But
so
yeah,
you have
we-
to come and experience
Yeah, we
it.
are having fun here. That's for sure.
Yeah. So what inspired you then to open Puma?
Puma was always in my mind. Puma has been in my mind for years now. Before coming to Detroit, I was trying to bring this choripan experience. Choripan is a sandwich, it's a sausage sandwich. It's a staple in Argentina. We are eating this sandwich all the time, no matter what.
Yeah.
Sunday asado, or if you're going to a tailgate party, if you're going to see some soccer game on the street, you name it. I was always eager to bring this to Detroit because it doesn't exist here. Nobody knows about choripan. So Puma is an elliptic thing to name the choripan. Puma is this big cat from the south, from Argentina, who came up to up north. Centuries for this cat to get to here, up to here. But it's like the choripan, the Puma did that.
You're bringing the south to the north.
Yeah,
Like the Puma traveled.
exactly.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I opened this place thinking about that, thinking about this more casual environment. Puma is all about tools, so you can mingle with a stranger. It's more like that. This is more a formal service. The experience is an inner experience. It's for you or your partner or whatever, whoever is having dinner with you. Puma is much more social, more for you to expand to the unknown.
Ah, go on a
And
safari.
mingle. Yeah, it's like a safari. It's like a street. I like to think because it's more like street food. I designed that like you can walk through the restaurant. It's like a street in South America, and you can grab something with your hands, and the fire is still there because the fire is what I like to. It's my medium. It's where I feel comfortable bringing my food. Fire is all about my cooking, my style cooking. So it's still some fire involved in Puma.
Oh yeah, I felt it.
Yeah, but there is DJs, live music. It's more chaotic in the sense. It's more like a street.
Yeah, okay. So you're bringing the Argentinian culture into Detroit.
Yes, it's Argentinian culture and part of South America that I like to bring here because the story that I can tell is more complex, more full of things that instead of coming just and talk about Argentina. There is a lot of things in Brazil going on, Uruguay, Chile, Bolivia, Peru, amazing cultures that I know and I wanted to bring here.
Yeah. Wow. So you're really taking them all through the South.
Yeah.
Journey of the South. The way that you've created your restaurants and brought this new style to Detroit, how do you feel like that impact that you're making on the community will ripple out throughout Detroit and beyond?
Well, for sure, I'm bringing diversity, and that's something that I know Detroit really embrace. Not only Detroit, the Michiganders are very open-minded, and I love the way they embrace my ideas and my culture. Even when there is just a few Argentinians here, nobody knows who that really means to be an Argentinian. Nevertheless, they love what I brought here. That's what I like the most, to be part of this community, to engage with the community, and be someone different, someone who brought something different to the city. And I think people love the fire. There is a lot of restaurants cooking with open fire right now, and that's something that I really like. Not be the only one, just have the opportunity, even for myself, to experience what other chefs are doing around the city with the same technique.
Sure.
So I really like that, and who knows, the future's gonna bring. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Chef Javier, for being on Katie in the Kitchen.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me into your kitchen and cooking a wonderful steak together over live fire.
And the wine is incredible. Thank you for bringing this wine.
Oh, you're very welcome. If you could give one piece of advice to somebody who feels stuck with truly expressing and embodying their authentic self, what would you say?
Stop lying to yourself. And I think the best way to do it is to ask to inner child. I'm asking to my kid, to the kid that is living inside
Your
me.
inner child.
My inner child. That guy doesn't lie anytime. Every time that I'm asking something to him, he's giving me the truth. You need to go back to that tiny corner of yourself and start healing whatever is keeping you from your dreams or your passions. And then you need to figure what you like. I mean, you need to really question that.
Yeah.
What do you like? And then you need to pursue that without fear, because it's just one life that we have.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, I think we should dig in and try
Oh,
this
yes.
steak. I think my inner child's going to be very happy.
Mine too.
All right.
Thank you. So, sirloin, strip loin.
So this is sirloin. This is what? Strip?
Strip loin, yeah.
Strip loin?
It's from the muscle.
Ah, okay.
Maybe I'm saying this.
What kinds of emotions come up when you start eating for you?
For me, it's pure joy.
Pure joy.
Yeah, I like to eat. I'm a chef because I like to eat
Yeah.
properly.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
That's why I like to cook.
Yeah, exactly.
It's amazing.
It's super tender. And I can feel the tallow.
You can feel it. How does that feel?
Well, it's a velvety layer in your tongue and your palate. It's like a silky texture. Argentinians, we love the fat. We love to eat the steak along with the fat. Something that here is not very appreciated, but we love it.
The fat has the flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's a good fat.
yeah, and you don't, in your restaurant, you mentioned that you use beef tallow.
Yes.
So you don't use any kind of vegetable oils?
No, but
seed
actually
oils?
there is no fryer in this restaurant. We don't fry anything.
Yeah.
We're not making pizzas. We're not pasta. You're not gonna find those
Yeah.
kind of things. All primal or all cooked over an open fire.
Very dramatic.
Yes.
So let's see how I feel when I eat this piece of steak. Most steaks usually have just kind of one flavor, but you can taste there's a variety of
Yeah.
flavor. There's a complexity. I'm tasting the salt. I'm tasting the peppercorn and the char.
That's because there is no sauce enmascarating this thing. We don't have so many sauces here. My culinary style is far from the one that I learned when I was studying in Paris. It's more straightforward, more about letting the product itself to shine instead of me signing over the product.
Yeah.
Like it's like an ego thing.
Yeah.
There is a lot of chefs trying to conquer the product and trying to sign
Yeah.
their style over the nature. And I like to give the nature the room to
To do its thing.
express themselves. I'm just a medium. I'm just the guy
Yeah.
who are treating this with respect.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's my approach too with helping people in the healing space. I'm a vessel for people to heal.
Exactly.
I don't do the healing.
No.
That's their
Process.
work.
That's their process, yeah.
But it's like holding that space for the healing to happen. You're holding the space for the meat, for the
to
food
shine,
to shine.
on their own.
Yeah. Until next time, this is Katie, Sunnyside Katie, and Chef Javier. Thanks for watching.